Tasting like a boss. How you guys doing? I have eldest daughter of boss here. She's back home from college. Actually, I guess it's post-college work now. Doing some post-college work, and she's here with the other two and boss of boss. We have a nice full home for the holidays, so hopefully you got your family close to you. And even if you don't, just know that you are loved. This is a review that I'm excited about all my reviews, right? But this one in particular is neat, and I think it requires a little bit of a background. All of the sauces we're going to be tasting, because this is going to be a hot sauce tasting review, are Datil pepper, D-I-T-I-L pepper. And sometimes when you do these things, you learn a lot more information than you anticipate learning going in. This particular review was triggered by the following. It was a hot sauce, and they're all opened already. We haven't tried them yet, but I took the wrapper off each one of them to make it easy. This is by A-Frame Sauce Company, and right in the front it says Datil pepper. And I saw it in the Florida section of Publix. For those who don't know, Publix is a grocery store here, mostly in Florida. I think it might only be in Florida, maybe it's in other states, but there's an end cap in most of the stores focusing on Florida products. You have coffees, like Bones Coffee, which I've reviewed a lot of. They have honeys, they have like cookies, and then they have a lot of hot sauces. So I saw this one and it said Datil, and I thought it was kind of neat, and I didn't know what Datil was. Sorry, we got some noise, but we don't edit our videos, so what are you gonna do? So this one here has light brown sugar cane, pure cane sugar, diced tomatoes, red bell pepper, apple cider vinegar, onions, tomato paste, water, distilled vinegar, green chili peppers, going down the list, and towards the end, Datil pepper mash. And so it's gonna have the Datil pepper mash. And I wanted to know what Datil was. So I ended up looking it up, and it just opens up this door for me where I'm like, wow, okay, that's kind of neat. So the Datil pepper is not a well-known pepper to a lot of people, including myself, but it occupies a space in Florida history which is very important, in that Datil peppers were cultivated here in Florida in the 1700s. They were actually cultivated before the United States was actually the United States, down in St Augustine, from people coming from Majorca, Spain. So they came here and they grew peppers that they had brought the seeds over from Spain, and they cultivated and created the Datil pepper. And to this day, 90% of all Datil peppers are grown in St. Augustine, and they're proliferated throughout the country as well. Like, they're grown in other places. It's a very versatile pepper, but it never got the main focus like habanero did, and it clearly isn't going to be hot as a ghost pepper. Scoville level wise, they're anywhere between 100 and 300,000 Scoville. And that's a big space to occupy, but it is what it is. And they have a fruity flavor to them, and they have a burn to them that is, I wouldn't say it's as painful as a habanero, because a habanero stings, but it's technically as hot as a habanero, if not hotter at times, but it's much less than a ghost pepper. So I decided I was going to get that sauce and I was going to review it. But it turns out for my anniversary, my wedding anniversary, we went to St. Augustine, which is, I'm wearing my St. Augustine hoodie. She did not go. And you'll see, ooh, check it out. It's got the holiday market in the back. Boom. I'm really enjoying it. I decided to keep it all St. Augustine.
Does it say 904 underneath?
904.
That's the area
code
of St. Augustine too?
904.
Jacksonville's 904.
I'm not from St. Augustine, and I'm not Pitbull, so I'm not Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, but I'm Mr. 904.
That makes it sound like you're a Jags fan.
Well, I'm Mr. 904. Come 11 o'clock at night, I'm Mr. Snore. I mean, I'll have to tell you, dad jokes galore. So, while in St. Augustine, if you've ever been there, and you should go, it's a beautiful place to be. Just, there's a place that everyone knows about, Pepper Palace, right? Pepper Palace is a chain. But I found another store called Hot Stuff, and I walk into Hot Stuff, and lo and behold, because I get into the stuff I get into.
Wait, don't touch. I have predictions.
I don't have any predictions yet.
I do.
I met the owner of this company here, August Heat Company, It's one of the sauces we're going to be
My
reviewing.
prediction is that this one will be the second hottest.
Oh, got it.
This one will be the
Okay.
hottest.
I already know which is
I
hottest.
think this one will be my favorite.
This one here is done by a guy named Chris, and I got to talk with Chris. So this is why I want to give a plug and why I'm going a little long on this. His store, Hot Stuff, in St. Augustine, is the oldest run business there in St. Augustine. And what I mean by that is you have a lot of storefronts that are there that, you know, are one thing, another thing. But this particular storefront has been up since 1976. It's a long time to have a little retail store there. And his pepper sauce store is great in that he really is very selective about what he keeps. He's been through the whole, hey, let's stock the place up with everything under the sun. Now it's to let me cultivate and cull down to stuff that I only sell because I know it's good. And as I looked along the walls, I saw all these sauces we've reviewed before, and I didn't see any of the crappy sauces that we've done. So I thought, okay, well, I think he's really with it. So with that being said, eldest daughter, we're going to go on a little taste journey on the datil sauce.
These?
Yes, but I'm not going to remember each one of them, but I want to expose you to them. Okay?
Wait, but can I say my predictions now?
It's not about heat.
I know, but I think that these two will be the sweetest. Based off, I just looked at the ingredients and I'm just guessing.
Well, I'm just going to tell you.
I think this will, can you not? Because I'm going to have them.
No, I'm going to tell you.
No, do not tell me.
I'm going to ruin it for you.
No, please don't do that.
Go ahead.
I think this one will be the hottest, but I think this one will be my favorite because I like vinegar-based sauces. And I don't tend to like green sauces.
Let's get to it. Okay. This is what we're going to do, actually. We're actually going to start with this one first, by A-Frame, because it's the one that started the journey. It only makes sense. Now, while I was there, I had my first datil pepper sauce at a restaurant. It was very ketchupy on the front end and had a little bit of heat with it, but not a lot. And Chris was good to tell me that basically everyone there has their own datil pepper sauce. You know, they've got their own thing, like, oh, my mom's sauce, or I have this sauce. So every one of them is done differently. This one, as far as I can tell, is going to be, I would imagine, on the sweeter side. You know, the datil mash isn't until like one of the last ingredients on there.
That's what I forgot to say is that I looked through all the sauces and all of them have the datil pepper, whatever, is like the second ingredient, except for this one.
Yeah, so smells good. All right, tastes like a boss.
Oh, oops, I didn't smell it. It's super sweet. It's really good. I like it a lot. It's sweet.
It's almost like a Polynesian sauce on the front end.
I like that one.
But within, and by the way, when we say heat, ever the slightest of heats. What I would do is, this is what I would eat on chicken tenders. This for me, this would be a good dipping sauce on chicken tenders. That's a Polynesian sauce.
Or like Chinese food.
Yeah.
With rice.
It's a lot like that sauce.
It's kind of like the crab rangoon sauce, but like thinner. It's not as thick.
Yeah.
It's not like syrupy.
It's very much like crab rangoon sauce. If you guys know what crab rangoon sauce is, or whatever it's called, with just a little bit of spice to it, it's good. But again, for those people who are really big pepper heads, you know, chili heads, no, it's not going to be. It's not even going to range on a one.
If you're looking for a hot sauce, yeah.
It's not going to be it, but good. And by the way, if it weren't for this sauce, we wouldn't be doing this video. I never would have met Chris.
It's really good though.
You know, it would have been a tragedy. All right, let's move on to the second sauce. The second sauce, we're actually going with Chris. And in fact, I want to pop, if you can, I want you to cleanse your palate for this one.
I brought a roll of bread to do that.
Okay, well, this is a special sauce. I've had this one. Okay. This one here is the Datil Verde, St. Augustine, Gourmet Hot Sauce Small Batch, The Taste of Florida. Again, it's by August Heat Company. Now, in the description below, I'm going to put a link to that, as well as the store itself, because besides just this sauce, you can get all these sauces there, but he had this barbecue sauce that had datil in it, which I told Dop about. He had these other, it was just one of those things where it's like, God, I wish I lived closer, I'd go back. But I have to drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. So, all right, let's pop this one open. I'm gonna let you smell this one in the bottle. I got a clean spoon.
Wait, there's something that sticks out to me. It's like the garlic and the avocado.
It's the avocado. This sauce is jalapeno pepper, then datil pepper, avocado, cilantro, garlic, orange juice, key lime juice, tomatillo, cumin, apple cider vinegar, salt. So, going for this one here. This one here, actually, your mom is excited about trying.
So it's sweet.
No.
But you said she's excited about trying.
Trying it. She hasn't tried it yet. Give myself a nice spoonful. Because when I tried it at Chris's place, we had the little tiny tasting spoons. This I really get to explore the space. Tasting like a boss. That is so good.
Yeah, I don't tend to like green sauces, but I like that one. But you can definitely... I feel like what you would have to tell people is if they have texture issues, like you can feel
the avocado,
chunks
the chunks, yeah, it's chunky.
But I like it.
It's got chunks of stuff in it. And by the way, I'm really glad I had a big spoonful of it, because when I had the tiny spoonful of it, so if Chris, you're seeing this video, when I had the tiny spoonful of it, it doesn't do it justice. It tasted too delicate, and like there wasn't enough flavor there. When you have it here, like you said, flavor just tasted fresh. Here it's fresh, and it's got spice, much more spice than the other, but nothing that's gonna rock you. This is still a mild hot sauce. This would be great.
Yeah, it's a step up from the last one. But
this would be great with fish
yeah.
tacos, chicken tacos, right?
Well, it says on the back it's good with like chicken tacos, seafood salads. But I had the same thought, like seafood tacos.
Yeah, that's quality stuff right there. So that is a big thumbs up for me.
Next one.
All right, now we're moving into the hotter versions. Okay, none of these again are going to be ones that blow you away. I like this one here because of how irreverent it is. It says St. Augustine Datil Pepper Hotter Than Hell Sauce, and then it says by That's Nice, cute. It's not the original. It's not world famous. It's just awesome, and I just think that's funny.
That
now,
is funny. The logo
ingredient wise,
wait, show the logo.
Oh yeah,
there's like a pepper or something.
It's a datil pepper. Datil peppers look like a cross between a jalapeno and a habanero.
Oh, that's the datil. Is it yellow?
It's like a yellow orange.
Okay, this is why I think it's gonna be my favorite. Is the first ingredient is distilled vinegar, and I like vinegar.
Yeah, it's vinegar.
Then it's datil peppers, and then water, and then tomato paste, then apple cider vinegar, sugar, sea salt, molasses, garlic powder, onion powder.
Yeah.
But what's weird is it says that there's sugar in it, but there's no percentage of that added sugar, so it's probably not a lot of sugar.
All right, let's get down to it. Oh, and it's gluten-free. Boss of boss. Gluten-free.
This one looks more pasty than the first.
All right. Tastes like a boss.
Yeah, I was right. This one, I really like vinegar, so this one's my favorite so far. But they were all really good.
It's hotter than the other two.
It's hotter than the other two, so far my prediction's correct.
But still very sweet.
It is right. It is still very
still
sweet.
very sweet on the front end. Like
I like it a lot.
But there's definitely more heat to it, and yeah. So far, I still like because of the uniqueness. I mean,
no, I was just saying like I just like vinegar, but
Yeah.
I like all three of them have been really good, and I would use all three of them, which is rare for me because like I said, I don't normally like green sauces, but I think this one's really good.
all right. Now, oh wait, what does it say? This one here, it was, yeah, St. Augustine. Okay, so the last one.
This one I think is going to be.
This last one is an interloper. It's an interloper because it's not St. Augustine, people. I'm sorry. This one's produced by Datil Doug's in Ormond Beach, so technically not St. Augustine's. I don't know if we're even allowed to like it, right? So I like the cover on this one. I'm going to have this and cleanse my palate.
I've been having small pieces of bread.
This is a Witch's Brew. I like how the witch has a... first of all, I like the fact, again, that the peppers are datil peppers. That's nice. And that it has a puppy. Like, what is it? Bichon Frise? Is that what that is? I don't know. That's a very specific label where the person who makes this clearly has that type of dog, right? That's what you're thinking? They could have picked any dog. They picked that dog.
Gosh, what dog is that?
It's like a Bichon Frise, is what I'm thinking, right?
I don't know what that even is, but I recognize the dog.
The only reason I know...
The first ingredient, though, is ketchup.
Yeah, that's the thing. This one's
That's how
weird.
I said I think this one's going to be the least hot, just because I saw ketchup, but I don't know.
So, it is ketchup. So just straight up, boom. First ingredient is ketchup.
But then it says in the ketchup, it gives parentheses.
Yeah, and he says, that means tomato concentrate, sugar, vinegar, salt, onion powder, spice, natural flavor. So, but again, right from the beginning, ketchup, then cider vinegar, then water, then datil pepper.
I wonder if apple
then
cider
mustard.
vinegar is like a good ingredient to go with datil peppers.
Oh no, but then at the end, all it just says at the end, and spices. It's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What am I having? I don't know. All right, let's get down to this one here.
I've been trying to see which spoon I haven't used. I think this one is the one I have.
Ooh. Yes.
I've been doing that with all of them.
All right.
Okay, wait, I want to smell it. Oh, it actually smells hotter, so maybe I was
It does,
wrong.
doesn't it? Tastes like a boss.
I taste heavy apple cider vinegar in that. And I know because I drink apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar.
Here are my thoughts on it.
I like it. I don't dislike any of these.
I like, ooh, okay. I will go with what my least favorite one is for me. And by the way, none of these are bad. I'm just moving in order back to what I think because it's going to be hard. For me, this one's going to be my least favorite because it's really just more like a sweet and sour sauce, a Polynesian sauce, tastes like, with some spice in the end. But still, if that's what you want, I mean, that's exactly what it is, so why not?
So far, we're in the same order.
And again, I'm going to have a soft spot for this sauce forever because if it weren't for this, I wouldn't have ever known about datil peppers. So, there you go.
So far, I agree.
Second one, as far as I'm concerned, for what I like.
I already know my answer. I'm just waiting to see if it aligns with you again.
My second favorite is going to be the datil pepper hotter than hell sauce. It is a toss-up between these two for me.
I would say for me, it's a toss-up between these two.
These two?
And this one too. This one was good. It was different, but I when I had it, I felt like I can really taste the apple cider vinegar. I like it, so I don't care. But like, if you don't like apple cider vinegar, don't get this one. But these two are also really good.
I think I like this one here, but as much as this one says it leads with ketchup, this one to me seems sweeter in the front end than this one. I don't know why that is, but it's still neck and neck.
End?
Yeah. I mean, I think this.
Can't remember.
I
feel
think
like I need to try
technically this one was
again.
hotter than this one, but I mean,
Hold on. Keep talking.
there's a similarity there. Am I wrong? Here.
You were right. That one is sweeter on the front end. On the front end.
Which you wouldn't expect. When you're leading with ketchup, you're thinking, well, this is going to be sweeter. Yeah, I'm right. This is how I feel about it. This is on the bottom of them all, not of the four. But still a big thumbs up. This is going to come in at number 3 for me. Followed for me by number 2, this one here. Now, the last one I'm picking, and maybe it's because I got to know the guy, but I also think it's because of the uniqueness of what he's done here.
It's super unique.
I gotta hand it to this because it's not like anything else I have. It's just not. It tastes really, really good. But each one of these, I'll put the name of them down below. I suggest you get them. And, you know, that's the other thing.
This is my dinner, I guess. Just hot sauces.
It's very easy to focus on hot sauces being as hot as they can be.
But it's the flavor.
But flavor.
And the heat.
Flavor, I mean, and listen, we do a lot of hot sauces really to get the heat. We do. But sometimes it's neat when someone says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to utilize a pepper that I know is not the hottest pepper. And I'm really going to explore that pepper. And not just use it for purposes of its heat alone, but develop its flavor. And that's what's done here.
And here's the proof is that I'm literally trying them all again.
And for those people who are Floridians like me, and proud Floridians like I am, the fact that this is being done in our backyard with a pepper that was made available commercially here in Florida, it was the first commercially made available pepper, is kind of neat. So I thank you for going this overly long, historical, Florida-based review. But
and if I ever looked bored, that's just my resting face.
Your resting face isn't bored. It starts with a B.
That's what I know, but I'm not going to say
your
that.
rest face is not bored, but it starts with a B. Anyway, I'm just glad to have her here. Thank you for going on this taste journey with us. Thank you for doing this with me. And let us wax poetic. Hit like, subscribe, and share. We're almost at 700 subscribers, which is nuts. Again, in the descriptions, you're going to have the names of all these sauces and the place where you can get them from. And until next time, people, from eldest daughter and I, to you, keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.